When a honeymoon on the Nile River turns violent, it's up to one detective to find out just who done it. This is an adaptation of the Agatha Christie classic, Death on the Nile. Before we get started, I want to thank everyone who subscribed to the channel thus far. I know we're just getting started in the year 2022, and movies are kind of slow right now, but I guarantee you they will pick up, and I'm glad you're along for the ride. Now, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. And make sure to ring that bell and hit that like button. Now be sure to share this review, because if we can hit 1,000 subscribers, I will be pulling a review out of the archives. This review was one of the first reviews I ever did, and I was just merely 13 years old. And boy, it's something else. Now on to the review. Kenneth Branagh is back to direct and star in his sequel, spiritual successor to Murder on the Orient Express, Death on the Nile. It's not often these days you get a good whodunit, especially after Knives Out came in and just kind of reinvented the genre. I have to say this movie can be a bit of a mixed bag at times, but I think overall I feel like I definitely enjoyed it. I'm always a sucker for directors who can both direct the movie and star in the movie they're directing. And Kenneth Branagh does a pretty good job at doing both. I really enjoyed his character. I thought he was very interesting, and he does a really good job at the whole detective work. But I gotta say, though, his French accent was quite distracting. It's something that might need subtitles, even when he was speaking English. Without a doubt, the biggest name on the film is Gal Gadot, who I think delivers a great performance in this film. If you're coming to see Wonder Woman again, get that out of your mind, because I feel like the character that she plays is much different than Wonder Woman. She's very charming, much like Wonder Woman is, but I think she's a lot less carefree as Wonder Woman is. She definitely has some worries on her back, and I really enjoyed that about the character. The rest of the cast includes the likes of Armie Hammer, Letta Wright, and Russell Brand. And, you know, a 2-hour movie where Russell Brand hardly talks, that's kind of impressive. Also, he looks nothing like Russell Brand. What a haircut will do to a person. At its core, though, I feel this film can be a bit basic and predictable. It's not the most unique whodunit out there. It's very by the books, and you can very well see the ending coming a mile away if you think hard enough about it. That said, this movie takes forever to actually get going and get to the murders. It was a good while before I felt the film actually picked up and became interesting. There is a lot to the beginning of the film that is just introductions to characters who may or may not be their victims or suspects or the murderers themselves. It goes on for a long time. There's a lot to the movie I felt that could be cut out. The opening scene of the movie, I just felt was kind of pointless. It looked cool, and I'm always a sucker for war films, but I didn't think it benefited the overall film at all. It looked like something they had left over from The King's Man. In fact, I wouldn't be shocked to find out that they filmed it on the same day as The King's Man. I mean, these are both Fox movies, to be honest. 20th Century Studios movies. Another thing I really liked about it was the cinematography. I really think there are a lot of good shots in this movie. From tracking shots to panning shots during the interrogation scenes. I just was really, it made those scenes a lot more investing to me. In the end, I feel that the movie can be a bit slow in the beginning, but once the whodunit elements come in, I felt it became very engaging and investing. And on top of that, I really just enjoy the setting of the movie. I think the Nile setting was really nice. I think the music that goes along with it was really cool. And also just the claustrophobicness of everyone being on the same boat. I'm a big fan of that too. If you're looking for a good whodunit to watch, I can recommend this, even if the beginning can be a bit slow. But when it gets going good. Or maybe I'm just in denial. I hate my life. Thank you all so much for watching this review. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button. And if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button and make sure to ring that bell. If you saw Death on the Nile this weekend, what did you think about it? And be sure to tell me in the comments below. Until next time, I'm Quentin Dunaway telling you to keep it cinematic.